So let's solve this question. Okay, the question says a village estimate, that is a village estimate 1,449,740 for a water project. Okay, the sum of 400,000, there's a mistake there, 400,000 is realized through communal donation and deposited in a bank at a compound interest of 10% per annum. So that's the rate. So if the village chief adds 100,000 to the amount in the account at the end of each year, how long will it take to realize the estimate? So the estimate is this. How long will it now take to realize the estimate? So let's try to solve it and see how it goes. Now, from the questions, you will see that the amount, estimated amount we are to get, okay, is 1,049,740. Okay, the amount that we are going to start with is 400,000. Okay, the rate is 10%, and the time and the year we don't know for now. Now, every year, at the end of every year, we are told that 100,000 will be added. 100,000 naira will be added at the end of every year, which means is a compound interest, which we have to use simple interest to calculate. Remember this formula that says the simple interest I is equal to principal multiplied by rate multiplied by time over 100. But when we talk about compound interest, you have to do it year by year, year by year. So what are we doing here? So let's take the first year. So amount at the end of year one, amount at the end of year one. We all know that our I will be equal to PRT over 100, which means our P now is 400,000 multiplied by the rate is 10 multiplied by 10. The time is just 1 year. We'll be doing it every year until we make the amount we are supposed to make here. So divided by 100. So this cancels this cancels this. So we are left with 40,000. So it means we now have 40,000 as the interest after the first year. 40,000 as the interest. Now, the amount at the end of this first year will now be the principal himself, which is 400,000 plus the interest that we got, which is 40,000 here, plus the interest that is 40,000, plus the amount that will be added every year, which is 100,000. Okay, plus 100,000. When everything is added, the total sum of what we're gonna get there will be 540,000 naira. So that's the amount at the end of first year. So that's how we'll be doing it every year until we get to our estimated amount. So for the second year now, so amount at the end of second year, let me just write it as second year. What are we expecting? Very simple. It is still I equals PRT over 100. Now, when you have that, it means it will be equal to, what's our P? Our new principal is this now. 540,000 multiplied by rate. Rate is always 10%. So multiplied by 10 times the time is always 1 year, every year, divided by 100. This cancels this. So we are left with 54,000. So is equal to 54,000. Now, this is the interest for the second year. So what do we now do for the amount of everything we are going to get? It will be the principal again. Principal plus the interest that we got, which is 54,000. So 54,000 plus the 100,000 that is always constant, that they said they will be adding. So how much are we going to get after the second year? This will now be 694,000. Okay, only. Let's go on now. We do like that for the third year now. We continue like that. So let's do for the third year. So third year is still I equals to PRT, which will be what? Principal now. 694,000 times 10 times 1 all over 100. This still cancels this. So our answer is 69400. That is 69,400. 69,400. Now, so the amount at the end, what do we now call it? So we are going to say it is equal to 694,000 that we have plus the interest, which is 69,400 plus the 100,000, which will be added at the end of every year. So for the third year, what is the total amount? It will now be 863,400. 863,400. Okay, naira. So let's go to the fourth year. Now, at the end of the fourth year, what do we have? So the fourth year now, let me just call it fourth year. We are still going to have this is equal to this principal, 863,400, okay, times the 10 year times 1 over 100. This cancel this, this cancel this. So we are left with 86,340. That is 86,340. What will be the total amount at the end? That will be the principal, okay, plus the interest, which is 86,340 plus the constant amount 100,000. Everything will now give us 1,049,740. You see now, and that's the amount we are estimating. It means it will take them how many years? 4 years. That's the meaning. It means it takes 4 years because they're asking for the number of years. That's just it. Thank you and God bless.